wonder why men are not even afraid of this domestic violence, being a person that beats the wife. Now this woman they cook for you.
Okay,
There's so many things that she can do to you.
Even while you sleep, she can stab you and run away.
There's so many things. I've had a situation of a man who went to cheat on the wife, and then I know this is not about cheating, and then before the guy he didn't wake up, you understand? She used iron. You understand? She used iron on his genitals. Like he burned out, he do terrible. So I'm looking at this like,
some women get
are we beating these women? Let's say these people that are involved in this domestic. Are you beating the woman and you now wake up in the morning and eat?
That had your life at this level.
No, she can't do this and you are done.
Like this, you are gone.
In the long run, even though, okay, first of all, to buttress that, a woman who has been beaten once, twice, third time, 15th time, 20th time, or maybe let's say 10th time, won't go too far. Find money. If your parents say go back the first time,
to be very
go back
honest,
the second time.
it's the opinion I have too,
Yeah, find money, go and rent an apartment somewhere and leave. Yes. Because if you keep going back to those parents, do you know if your mommy has endured it for the rest of her life?
Yeah.
Do you understand? Most of them are a product of that.
Yeah.
That they are adoring. He might have beat this woman so much that she's like, nothing, what you want to do again? You know who get power beats me again. You understand? He doesn't have power to beat me like before again. And then he comes with the verbal thing and all that. And the woman will still stay. You know, in those times, it was slavery for women to marry a man. Yeah. In those times, it was just given to a man. I want that land that is in that area.
Trade by barter.
And give me your daughter now. Just come and drop. And then it wasn't about love for the women. But now it's about love. It's about everything. So if you are beating this woman and she goes back to her family and the family says go and chop the king, find money. Go and rent an apartment somewhere and calm down first.
Yeah.
Because I don't rush into any other thing. Just calm down, go to your work, go and do your normal life. Make sure you leave that man first. Yeah. You understand? If you don't leave, you're in trouble.
I think
so when you financially handicap
because I think
they will financially handicap you so that you will not be able to move.
I think family has there are major problems sometimes because when you go, they will tell you, I enjoyed it. I say, did I leave your husband? Did I leave my husband? So why will you leave your husband? So if they are not giving you the listening ears, like he rightly said, get money or get a loan. You should have friends that would, give you money.
Friends will help you.
Because it is you that wore the shoe that knows where it's paining you. Your mom does not understand. That is your own mom's marriage. This is your own life. Your mom has lived her life, so this is your own life. If you explain to them, they don't understand. Don't allow them to dictate for you. Just go get a house and, start afresh, start a new life.
Sometimes these domestic violence cases can actually be scripted and played according to the way the man wants it. Because there are so many things that a woman can do to take a step out of it, which is one, having the money like they've said. But a man can get married to you and say, don't work. Stay in the house, take care of the kids. He knows that you are financially handicapped. You don't have money.
You don't have to say.
And then he does everything. He does so you're not able to move an inch. Because sometimes when you've not been working for like 10 years, it's very difficult to go into the job market and see a job. Or even do a business. Because even when you want to do a business, you need ideas, you need plans, you need money, you need people. And then you've cut a lot of people out of your life because you become like a married woman, you are a mother, you are a wife and all of that. And the man understands that you continue to be here because you need to eat. Because the children need to eat, because you need to stay in the house, you need to be well fed, you need to wear clothes and all of that. So these are
all things.
Actually, because I was going to bring
unless the man is the one buying all the things in the house, unless the man is the one paying for, like he's the one going to the market to buy food. So you have to be very strategic. See, I'm not saying you have to be still your husband's
This encouragement you're giving.
I'm just saying, you have to find a way.
In fact, they will even still enough for you to be able to make something for yourself. You need to leave a man's house. Especially in this
I'm going to
economy.
bring up independence, but I mean, the way you've attacked it from this place, it makes the person happy. Well, I mean,
that's not your first choice, though. It's not the first choice to leave. It's not the first choice.
It's not actually the first conflict resolution.
Because even truly, let's be very frank, there are some people who have done this and beat their wives, and they've done it for more than 10 times. And in the long run, they are the best people you can ever be with.
God's intervention too is involved.
God's intervention, fine. But therapy, forget all those things.
But it works for some people, Sha.
It doesn't work for anybody. You
so?
decide to become who you want to be.
Yeah.
You yourself will decide, no matter how much therapy you go to, you'll not be, okay, let me just be a better person. My dad was a very, he will beat you at every second if you do anything like that, anything crazy, anything funny. You understand? So we got to a point, we moved to our own house and all of that. My dad started playing football with us. What happened? What's changed? You understand? I think what my mom said one is that somebody called him and talked to him about that. This is where I'm growing up. And hey, if you don't change from this fighting, beating way, it might be a lot. You might lose them a lot. You might lose a lot from them and all that. And then, I don't know. I don't think that was it. Maybe some other person called, but it's not just therapy. It's God. You understand? Somebody will have to say, then that prayer, and I believe in it. I believe in it a lot. Why? Because this therapy, the therapist said in the house goes straight.
Exactly.
It's because you watched it.
They go through a lot.
The house goes straight. You understand?
Do you know that most times, me personally, I'm scared of marriage. Because if you look at what is happening in the society, I'm actually scared of marriage. But I don't want that to actually scare me, but that's just the fact about me. Because I used to look at it like some people that has gone through this marriage counseling, like 1 year marriage counseling, when they eventually get married, before you know it, they've separated. But a man will meet a lady in a club, can meet a lady in a bank, they didn't do anything, and their marriage is sweet. Their marriage is so, not that they don't have their issues, but they are still together.
No
so what is it that those ones that went for those marriage counseling, they don't tell them what they need to hear, or they feel like the marriage will be scripted, it's just like that they wrote it, like, it's confusing. It does not balance. It's not balancing, Abby.
That's why it says it does not template.
I don't know.
People can meet today and everything else.
There's something.
You understand? It all depends on us as human beings. Counseling should be everyday thing. Counseling should be something you do to yourself. Counseling should not be from anybody outside you.
Okay.
And going for marriage counseling in the church or whatsoever. I've heard of marriage counseling in church. I don't want to call it church.
Yeah.
And the person that is doing the counseling, you will know. The husband does not give man a chance for anything. And she's telling us that we must not do this.
To be very honest, Nigeria and this thing, sometimes I just feel like
people are not experienced, professional.
So it comes to the point where
no balance, I swear.
You do as I say, not as I do. You understand? So it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
So pick your life and counsel yourself. You understand? Read the word of God, read other books. Know what is making sense. Not that, in this generation, you can't counsel this generation. There's nothing to tell them.
There's nothing. The Gen Z generation have been the Gen Z body.
This one is going. They will look at you.
You can't. Our generation will even try. And if you be here, then you can't tell them anything.
Then they look at what you are doing.
They can't.
And then they ask questions. Why did this happen?
Even in work, there's the way you talk to them, they'll resign. For marriage.
You understand? These ones, they don't have
They're not ready.
If you get them, you're terminated. Let's move on.
Don't care.
Somebody else will give me another job. You don't have those words. Don't have time for all those things. So they don't need, it's not about counseling. They need the good morals, the things they speak from their
understanding
parents. They know, okay, this is what I've been saying, this is good. If my mom has been beating, if mommy has been beating daddy, that's what they learn. But if mommy has been this, has been that, good. This is one thing we just learn. Whatever you are saying,
they're learning.
You will not learn it.
I mean, guys, it's been a fun conversation, but we have to actually end it on this note. You've heard what we've discussed. So far, so good. But let me ask you guys before we wrap this up. What's your take on domestic violence? Are you one that gets involved in it, or you've seen or know someone that gets involved in it? What do you think of domestic violence, and what do you think should be the solution when people are involved? It's been 1 million views right here in the studio, and it's been an exciting conversation we've had in the studio today. But ensure you join us next time for another exciting episode of this very show. Bye.